And now we got Senior Chief's True Navy Sea Stories. Where we talk about the actual something that actually happened. We talk true life, you know, throughout the show about what we did in the Navy, what our experience in the Navy. But these are like gritty stories. Sometimes it give you a laugh, sometimes it'll make you sad, sometimes it's gonna make you mad, But it's true stories. So today, our very own M Brooks, it's not gonna be me, it's gonna be M Brooks. Got a sea story for us. Can't wait to hear it. What is it?
I'm gonna change it up some. I'm gonna give a true story, but also give some knowledge.
Okay.
So I did a little research, and I'm gonna credit Navy Dads. I found a story on NavyDads.com, and it was written by a Patrick Lawrence Hogue. Okay, in the medieval days, no, this has to do with why the Navy term used for engineers is snipes.
Oh, go. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. In the medieval days, up until the early 1800s, there were no engineers and no snipes. Along with about 1812, the Navy obtained their first paddle wheel steamer named the USS Fulton. To run the boiler and the engine, men of steam were also acquired. They were not sailors, but engineers from early land based steam engines. From the beginning, the sailors did not like or appreciate these landsmen, as they were called, in their foul, smoky plants. They were treated with contempt and pretty much given the short end of the stick. In spite of all this, the steam engine prevailed. There were still two crews, however, the engineers, and the deck crew. Soon, an engineering officer was appointed to each ship. He was the engineer master, and all the engineers reported to him. The deck sailors reported to the ship's master. Curiously, the two masters were on equal footing, and neither was over the other. The deck master, though, was in the best position. He controlled the quarters and the rations. The engineers were still at the mercy of the deck gang. By the height of the Civil War, as steam was taking over and sails were disappearing, the old admirals that controlled the Navy were in a quandary what to do about the situation. They accomplished a couple things. First, they managed to make their senior master a captain. As captain, he was in overall command of the ship, and the engineering officer reported to him. Being at how there were occasions that engineer master outranked the ship's master, something had to be done to keep the engineer from becoming captain. To solve this problem, they developed two separate officer branches, staff and line. Only line officers could succeed to command. Staff officers would always be subservient to line officers at sea. Staff officers consisted of surgeons, supply, and yes, engineering officers. To this day, this is still true. The second change was to make all engineers Navy men. However, they were also made junior to all deck sailors. A petty officer machinist was junior to a deck seaman third. All this went to make life on the engineers even more miserable. They could now be flogged and harassed at by will by the deck crew. Along this time came an engineering officer by the name of John Snipes. I cannot find the name of the ship. Oh, I couldn't find the name of the ship he first appeared on, but he was a different cut from the others. He demanded sleeping accommodations and food equal to the deck gang. He also declared that there would be no more harassment of his gang. When the ship's captain laughed at him, Snipes simply had his men put out the fires in the boilers. To make a long story short, Snipes brought about the changes in the system. In in time, these changes extended to the entire naval fleet. Engineers became strictly hands off for the deck gang. They became known as Snipes men and over the years as just Snipes.
Wow. Wow. Have you heard that story, hers? You heard that
I
story
heard
before?
something similar, but not that in depth as far as the term. But that was a good knowledge. I like history stuff.
Wow, that was straight. I never knew that. That was real good. That was real good. Wow. Dang. Snipes. I never knew it was a man, a person. It's an
Me
actual
neither. Me
person.
neither.
Dang. All right. So that was a real good story right there. I gotta make sure I emphasize that on the
Shout
description
out
of
to the
YouTube.
Snipes.
So shout out to all snipes out there, all engineers out there working them long hours. I know you working them long hours. If you ain't working long hours, then you must be on the brand new shit. Because I know if you still on the Ollie Burke or the Ramage or one of them early class DDGs, oh yeah, we know you engineers out there working. Or one of those older model ships, oh yeah, we know you working, you engineers. I know, we know, we always engineers. All right. But that pretty much is the show right there. That was a good story right there. We gotta give M Brooks his props. We gotta give M Brooks his props, man. Damn. Cheer. All right. All right.
Shout
Yeah.
out to the engineering officer John Snipes for looking out for the little guy.
Because we would have to freaking be subservient to a deck seaman. A deck seaman. Deck damn ape. All right. Gosh, man. Thank you, John Snipes. I know you up there looking down on us, man. Thank you. Oh, I can fathom having to be subservient to a deck seaman. I love y'all, deck man. Yeah, I love y'all, man. Straight up. And all right, but I'll talk about that next time about the manning. On my first shift, how he's like, man. I mean, deck department had more people than engineering. It was crazy. And then, but we'll talk about that next time. But all right, that's the show for today. Snipes Castle. Thank you for joining us. One of the things we want this to be very interactive. So post comments. Once we do go live, if you would like to come on and tell your sea story, or you know, come on live with us and talk with us. Hey, shoot us an email. The email's in the description on our YouTube page, on our Facebook page. We're on Twitter, or which is now called X, and we'll also be on TikTok here shortly. But always that's what we're looking for, engagement. We're going to bring you stories that'll blow your mind. Uh, a lot of engagement. Wait till them lives come, man. I got some people scheduled. We're gonna have some fun with. It's gonna make you think, and you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn something. You learn something from every one of us. All right. So, hey, thank you for watching Snipes Castle. Uh, Again, I'm D. Monica. Y'all got any
Wait,
final
did
shout
we give
outs?
our shout
Oh,
outs?
thank you. We got one person on here that's not on here, and that's Velvet, and she let me overlook her, and she didn't say anything. But yeah, he says it's time for our shipmate shout out. We got to give a shout out to one of our shipmates. Go ahead, do the start up shipmate shout out. Who's going to start?
I want to give a shout out to my brother. He's currently serving in Japan right now. OS1 SWAW, and I think he got another acronym on his name, but Damian Brooks. Um, yeah, he joined. I'm 7 years his senior. He said I laid a good foundation for him to join, and he still um, he still plugs my brain for knowledge, and I I'm proud of him, and I think he's in 22 years now as a and with these Navy issues of recruiting, I think they're allowing them to keep getting orders until, the retention changes. So, but anyway, shout out to my brother over there serving in Japan.
Navy, shout out to you over there in Japan. All right, you got somebody going?
Yeah, shout out to now Master Chief Johnson. It was when I went to Great Lakes, they put him as my mentor. He was a Marine, went from Marine to be a GSE, then GSE 1, then he went to GSEC, went to senior enlisted. Then he's a Master Chief now, but he really helped square me away when I was going through Great Lakes, give me a lot of that Marine Corps discipline and insight. Great mentor. Then when I went through was it GSEC school to go back to the fleet, he came back as a chief from Japan. I think he was on a Fitzgerald, but man, great, awesome person. I don't know how much I could thank this guy for just putting it all together and making it make sense. Shout out to you, Johnson.
Yeah, my shipmate shout out go to GSMC Nail, my first chief on board the USS Kidd. He made senior chief there as well. But that dude had the gift of, he had, there's some guys that just got a gift of leadership, right? And he can make the worst job and make you smile. Like we had to clean out the lube oil storage tanks and the settling tanks when we was in the yards. And he was just laughing and joking with us. And, he made us feel good, man. You got to go in there, clean them lube oil settling
crappy
tanks.
Job, good.
It's a crappy job too, man. It sucks. He just got us laughing. Me and Cicero and the other fine, we get in there, we cleaning and stuff like that. He's like, oh, y'all boys, y'all got to go down that bilge, boy. It sucks. It's hot as hell down there, but he get us laughing and going, we go down there just laughing and stuff like that, man. And then we had to go in the inner bottoms and clean down there and everything. But man, that dude had a gift of leadership like nobody else, man. He just gets you smiling and laughing, and you don't even think about doing your job and stuff like that. You don't even think even how bad it is, how it sucks. He had that gift, and I gotta tell him, that's one of the things I learned from him. That gift he had, just to galvanize the people to get the job done, and keep them smiling. Keep everybody smiling. He wasn't that, that hardcore, D-head, but he was just a good guy. And shout out to GSCS, Nail, whoever. Yeah, I know you've been retired probably for a long time, but shout out to GSCS Nail, USS Kidd sailor. Right. So hand to all our shipmates out there. For our shipmate shout out, give you a little hand. All right. Y'all hands. Y'all had an impact on our lives. All right. So it's kept me in check. So I already said, our goodbyes. Thanks for watching again. All right. Again, this is Snipes Castle. Follow us. Tell your friends about us. If they're active duty, we have some good stuff, live stuff coming up here for M. Brooks, H. Terrell. Great day. What's the saying go? How the saying go?
Fair winds and falling seas.
Fair winds
and falling seas.
All right. See y'all later. Have a good day. All right. See you next time. We out.
Hard work, hard work. That's what they say. Hard work, I earn my pay. Hard work, hard work.